Coming up now, it's time for gold in the men's individual recurve on this 70-meter range here in the central business district of Shanghai's Pudong area. We've had a great session here, and what a great finale. Two of the world's very best archers and two Koreans. Woo Seok coming through Brady Ellison's 6-4 in the top semi-final. Kim Woojin, a 7-1 victor over Chef Vandenberg. It's two Koreans up against each other for gold here in Shanghai. These two know each other so well, of course. Not only are they teammates, but they faced each other twice last season. Lee won in Antalya, but Kim took the all-important World Cup final title in Samsun, and here he is on his way to that World Cup final. And here they are in Shanghai, going up against each other for gold. I'm waiting in the wings. They're ready to go, and I can't wait for this one, Mackenzie.
I think it'll be pretty close.
Well, the glasses on the right, bit of a trademark. Well, he lifted them up just as I said it, and we see the head-to-heads here. Kim Woojin, a 9.48 average arrow to a 9.43 from Woo Seok, who, as usual, salutes the crowd. Head-to-head, 2 apiece, and the average arrow in the two matches actually goes to Woo Seok. He's sandwiched 2 wins against his compatriot with 2 losses. All to play for here. Lots of Koreans in the crowd. They'll be polite and clap away, but I think everyone is about to be wowed by the level of archery from these two Koreans.
Woo Seok is going to shoot first and start us off.
This for gold. Wow, that is not the start I expected from Kim Woojin.
And the crowd was shocked as well. A little bit of Bo Kwon-do there from Lee.
Well, correcting there, still a bit high, but massive opportunity for Woo Seok to take perhaps a lead that would surprise him this easily, and that's done and out of reach by a long way for Woo Seok. He's going to take the first 2 set points here. Well, finishing with a strong 10, but 4 points the difference in the first set. Of course, the scoreboard gets wiped clean for the beginning of the second set. But 2 set points to 0, and I think it's the ease with which Woo Seok took that one that was the surprise.
Yeah, I think Kim Woojin was just trying to figure out this field, figure out the wind maybe just a little bit. The windsock has shifted to go the opposite direction. So I think he's just figuring it out and found a 10 on his last 10.
Yeah, well, that start, a 7, is not great, and then the 10 to finish off confident from Woo Seok.
Yeah, really good shooting, 29 out of 30. I think Kim Woojin might push him back a little bit.
He's got to put that first set out of his mind. Perhaps affected by the conditions. Kim Woojin has to settle his nerve. Well, this time it's Woo Seok who pulls one out into the 8.
Good grouping there from Kim Woojin. See those target flags waving a little bit more than what you're used to seeing today. Affecting Kim Woojin just a little bit, but I think he's got a little bit better handle on it than Lee Woo Seok does.
Well, and he's put this one out of reach as well. 28 is more than Lee Woo Seok can score, and in fact ends up with a 26, and we're all square after 2 sets. And yes, the wind has certainly picked up. Lee Woo Seok, of course, was going for gold in Medellin, losing out to Brady Ellison there at the first stage of the Hyundai Archery World Cup, and Kim Woojin picked up the bronze medal in Medellin, going for gold for the first time this season. And here is the 10 he shot. A recovery from that first set for him straight away. Kim Woojin is a man well known on the circuit, and he did find his composure immediately at the start of the second set and is back on level terms with his teammate. We knew this one was going to be tight. I'm not quite sure we expected this though.
Yeah, I don't think we expected 8s in the finals, but I think it's made for some interesting archery, and it just goes to show how set play is so interesting to watch.
All level, Lee Woo Seok to shoot first in set 3 of this gold medal match. Pulling left again. And inside the X-ring there. A little bit of pressure on Lee Woo Seok now. He hits the X-ring. Very calm, but they're all square, so this set is going to come down to the final arrow from each of the archers. Into the 10. I think that hit the other arrow as well. 10 required to share the set points. And it's dropped into the 9 there, so Lee Woo Seok takes the 3rd set.
It's kind of like they're on a seesaw. They just go back and forth and back and forth.
Well, Park Jae-soon talking to him there. We look back at the 2 10s right on the X-ring, and then this 3rd arrow, I think, hits the 2nd arrow, but into the 10. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Park Jae-soon is quite delicate and quiet when they're in the break and the agents are collecting the arrows from the previous set, but you can definitely hear him when there's action on the field of play.
I think it kind of shows that he cares about the athletes that he's talking to. He wants to hear what they have to say and then give them the information that they need and then the encouragement that they need while they're staying up on the line.
Just on cue there. And of course Kim Woojin shooting first here has the other Korean coach in his camp. Opportunity already for Lee Woo Seok. See the wind. Blustering his t-shirt. Into the 10. Opportunity here for Lee Woo Seok. Kim Woojin knows this. He puts it into the X-ring. But still advantage Lee Woo Seok. 2 10s from him, and he's got the gold in Shanghai. That's 1. Pressure switching over to target 2, and Kim Woojin, he needs a 10, I fancy here. And he pulls it into the 8 under pressure. A 7 will draw things level, and 8 will win it for Lee Woo Seok. And he's done just what he needed. An 8 was all he required. An 8 is what he scored. And Lee Woo Seok has beaten his teammate Kim Woojin in the final here in Shanghai on Recurve Sunday. He is the champion. Oh, but what a match, and not what we expected. Lee Woo Seok takes the second stage of the Hyundai Archery World Cup individual men's recurve, 6 points to 2 over Kim Woojin. Mackenzie, I mean, my mind is blown. We were expecting 10, 10, 10, and just over and over again, especially after seeing what we saw in previous matches today, where the quality's been so high. What happened here?
I have no clue. I think the wind picked up just a little bit, but I feel like I can just hear it that Brady would really wish he was in this gold medal match, to be honest. But really awesome shooting from both athletes. But I think the wind got just a little bit better of them than what they are used to and hope to shoot.